10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, and happy Monday. Happy 4th of July yesterday, right? Belated 4th of July. I hope that you guys are tuning in and ready to participate. I know many of you are not working today. Many of you took the day off. So I'm glad because you can start joining us. I have a fantastic show. I have an explosion. We're going to uncover something so good for you. If you're a business owner, if you know a business owner, make sure you let them know to tune in, because when we come back, I have none other than my own business coach telling you how to get to the next level. So do not go anywhere. Start getting your, your mimosas, your water, your protein shakes, whatever, because I need you with tons of energy today. We'll be right back to introduce you to my only business coach.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way. I'm all the way.
All right. Well, how are you today? I hope that your 4th of July was great. I know for me, I had some family over, so I was down in Hollywood, LA area, just enjoying my weekend. And, you never really get disconnected, right? You kind of wear it on you. Whenever you're a business owner, it kind of goes with you 24 hours a day. So as I was over there, one of my family members says that they are wanting to open up a brand new business. And I told them, well, you got to tune in on Monday to my Lunch with Faride show, because I have this great episode where I'm going to give you guys, number one, okay, I'm going to give you a premiere news, a breaking news. You guys probably already know because I've been really pushing it. But number two, I'm going to introduce you to one of my secret weapons. So we're not going to wait anymore. I'm going to bring him on the screen because he's going to co-host this show with me today. And you get to know him. So make sure that you're writing a lot of comments. Make sure that you're giving us a lot of love, okay? So here he is, none other than my business coach, Mark Cupp. How are you, Mark?
Hi, Faride. I'm doing great. Nice to be here.
I am so happy that you're here, Mark, because, I get it all the time. I'm always asked, what keeps you so motivated? Why are you always in such a good mood? Why, you guys are, I always see you hustling. I always see you, posting and doing things. And I just wanted to give a little piece. Number one, right? We have a debut today. So we'll say that in a little bit. But number one, I wanted, the followers or the people that watch this show to really dig deep in a little bit of my life, right? My business life and why I make certain decisions, or why I do certain things, or why I promote certain things. And I wanted to bring you on. So tell us a little bit about you, please. Who are you and why are you in my life?
Well, thanks, Faride. We met, I think it's about 15 years ago, and, we were both in financial services at the time. Since then, I've kind of went on an entrepreneurial journey where I was actually coaching businesses, opening franchises, learning a lot about business. And one of the things that I learned was that most of us, we were going so fast, we were going so hard that sometimes we fell out of balance, right? And that we were working more in the business than we are on the business. And so, that's where we started. We were just working on the business, and that was a great opportunity for us to get together. But I discovered some things through a coach of my own that I'm going to end up sharing with you and your audience today. But it all started, with us both hustling and both doing what we're doing still. But now we're doing it with a little bit more focus.
and structure, right? And
That's right.
structure.
I don't want to give that away yet because I know you've got some things to share. So yes, absolutely.
Yes. So I'm looking as you're speaking. I was kind of looking back at a little bit of our history together, but I have to say, so I was introduced to you by my best friend Sonia, right? Sonia
Yeah.
always being the connector of almost every good relationship, and we were in financial services at that time, both of us. I, of course, continue to be in financial services, with my Wealth Wave experts side. But I wanted to show them how I came to you, right? So
Yeah.
obviously, I'm a business owner, even though I already coach businesses and advise businesses on what to do to shelter taxes, to line up their books, that kind of thing. I know that I wanted to give more to those business owners, Mark. I felt like I was really good at what I did. And business owners usually call me because they know I have either a connection or an answer, right?
Yeah.
So they will seek my advice, or they will call me and say, hey, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? But I never really went beyond to really give them a structure system to follow. And so in my financial services business, through Wealth Wave, I do have a structure, financial needs analysis that I provide. So if somebody calls me and says, hey, my money kind of just leaks out, I don't know what to do. My 401k is not growing. My life insurance is too high. I feel like I'm paying too much. I would always resort to this FNA, or financial needs analysis system, that I have. And just by asking them a few questions, I'm able to help them with their finances. So at the same time, Mark, I knew that if something like that was created for businesses, that it will be a game changer. So one day, praying over it, right? Because you always have to leave it up to the Lord. The Lord, his timing is so phenomenal. And during the pandemic, Mark, I made literally 15% of my income, like literally no money, right? I went just like every other business owner, I went down the drain on income generating. But I had all this workload because everybody kept calling me because I'm their consultant. So they will call me and ask me questions and help me fill out this document. And I felt terrible charging people to fill out their documents if they were already my existing client. So I was making no money, but I had so much work. And because of that adversity, because of me struggling with that and going, well, do I tell these people not to call me anymore because I'm suffering financially? Or do I keep going so hopefully they appreciate that I stuck through it, right? Through that muddy water with them. And when we come and this, goes away and it changes around, they'll be so loyal to me that they'll continue to come to me. And now I can really start making a little bit of money. And so the only reason why I'm telling you guys this story is because after each storm that everybody faces, Mark, there's always a rainbow at the end. And that rainbow may just have a pot of gold. Okay. And that's kind of how I feel with you. We rekindled. I was telling Sonia, about my struggle because she's like, are you making money? And so I had to explain to her, what was going on, and that I kept pushing and woke up every day and took everybody's phone calls and solved everybody's problems. And then she said, you know what? You got to go back to Mark. And so Mark here, for everybody who's watching, and we already got people over here sending their love and stuff like that. So here, we're going to say, hey, Sonia, there she is. She's saying hello, stopping by. So say hi to Sonia, Mark.
Hi, Sonia.
And then we have Jezebel. Jezebel, I'm so glad that you're watching because I know you're launching your own little business and this will be phenomenal for you. So anyway, so what happened was I was looking for that. So it wasn't that I knew what I was looking for. It was that as I went along in my business, I knew what I was lacking of, what I didn't have, what made my headaches every day happen, that I didn't have a system for businesses. So I made a phone call to you, and now you take it from here. You tell them what it is that we're launching today. Okay,
Sure.
so go ahead.
Yeah. So let me just step it back one spot there and just say that, you know, every business has a system, right? And it's whether or not they are actually in control of it or not. And so when the pandemic happened, we had the biggest year of our careers because we had systems in place. And what I wanted to do is wanted to share that with other people. So as you know, I'm a why coach, a why institute coach, which we understand everyone's why. We start with why. And so what we did is, my why is to contribute, to add value to other people. And how I do that is by finding better ways. That's why the name of my business is called Better Way Coach. And then what you can count on me for is that I'll simplify the complex. So it doesn't have to be so complex. It doesn't have to be, a business plan that's on the, that's 25 pages. We try to get to the point where it is just as simple as it can be, and that we work on, based on the 80-20 rule, which is 80% of your results are determined by only 20% of your activities. So the key is to spend 80% of our time on the 20% that matters most. So a coach really, and I was in the same boat, was doing all the work, but if you're just doing all the work, you're not working on the business, you're only working in it, you're going to find yourself in a situation where storms are going to come and you don't have that house of bricks. So when we started talking about the why, Mark Twain said that the most important days of our lives are the day that we were born and the day that we find out why. So when I found out my why, I related it to Faride, and we did Faride's why assessment. She's got the same why as I do. That's why we get along so well. Sometimes you'll find people with a different why. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them. They're just different. So as we went through Faride's why and started building her brand around her why rather than around somebody else's why, which a lot of entrepreneurs get caught up in following somebody else. That's where you launch the no results, no cost brand. And Faride's why is so strong to add value, to contribute to other people, that she's even built her business now around her why, which is, if I don't get your results, you're not paying me. And you just heard her be very transparent that she can't do this for free, but that means she's going to work extra hard to make sure she delivers the result to you. So she just completed her coaching certification with one of the largest coaching organizations, training organizations in the world, over 900 coaches. That's one of the groups that I belong to, as well as the Y Institute. And what they do is they give you the systems, they give you the software, and they give you the support for you to find the money for your clients. Because everybody's coming out of this pandemic and they are relaunching things. They need to be able to have the financial resources to refuel their business and get it back to where it needs to be. So I know that you're going to be launching something today. Is that right? You're going to introduce your new book today, and also your website.
So excited. Yes, I'm so excited.
I'll send it back to you so you can go ahead and share that. But this is exciting, everybody, that Faride has got this platform to be able to help you grow your business.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mark. And you know what? This couldn't have happened without, the people involved in it, which is obviously Sonia. Sonia is out there pushing it. She's like, you got this, you can do this, all the nightless hours of studying to get this certification, this is kind of like the, what's it called? An MBA?
Yeah, it is. It is really an MBA in results, not just the content, but things that actually work.
Yeah. And I'm so excited because I've been an entrepreneur and a business owner for so long, 30 years now. And I have to say, I've seen so many systems in place. I am part of the biggest financial services system in place, but I never had seen it in this simple to do form for our clients. So when I saw this, I wanted it for me. The first thing is, I want an assessment, Mark, please. Then when Sonia said, hey, Mark, let's you, Farid, and I do something to where we get her to the next level. I was just so, number one, appreciative of Sonia for thinking of me, right? Number two, appreciative of you of taking me on as a student, because I know that you coach coaches. You don't really coach students anymore. And so as you agreed to take me on as one more student, I think I slid through the through the cracks, right? And got you on my schedule. And I was so privileged to do that. But the only reason why I pushed so hard is because I know the value that we will bring to these businesses. These business owners, all the hundreds of businesses of owners that I know and that I come in contact with, they're going to be the ones benefiting from all this work. And hard work pays off. This is the muddy waters that we travel for a year or two during this pandemic, and we come out and there's a rainbow. So I want to show you this rainbow today. The pot of gold is going to be after you get this. After you get this, and after you sit down with us and or with me and give me the opportunity to show you how to get your business to the next level. So today we want to launch none other than my book, my business book. It is so phenomenal. I'm so excited. Business Blast Breakthrough. It is ready. You go into my website, no results, no cost, and you go get it. Go get that book. Order it. If you're actually, let me fix this really quick because there's no S after result. Okay. There's no result.
That's right. No result.
No result. No cost. Here it is. Okay. You guys have got to go get this book. I will gift it to you for a brief time. I will be gifting this book to you because I am 100% sure that it's going to come to get your business to the next level. So everybody who's watching here today will get a free copy. Make sure that you go on there on the website, request the book. It's a very simple form, but at the end of the day, no result, no cost comes to help our community of business owners. And tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, Farid, my vision is to impact 10,000 business owners and to provide the resources that we don't have as business owners to the people that need it the most. I've been working with larger companies. I mean, that's really the coaching model, is like work with the bigger companies. You get paid better, but at the end of the day, my heart is for the entrepreneur, because that's what I am. That's what you are. That's what a lot of the people that we serve are. And when I was a startup entrepreneur, I didn't have the information that I needed. And what I needed, I didn't have the money to pay somebody to come in there. So the coaches I used to work with, they would not even serve somebody that couldn't pay them $5,000 a month to coach them. And the people that need it the most are the people that we're serving. So I kind of want to break the code a little bit. And I want to give this to people that don't normally get it. Now, there might be a way to do that at a lower price point, that they have to do a lot more of the work. And as we know, people will only get what they put into it. So if they're not going to do the work, it's not going to change anything in their lives. But if they're willing to do the work, we can make it economical for them to get their foundation in. You could go walk them through a 50-50 challenge, which is you're going to find $50,000 in less than 50 minutes with them. You can walk them through that and get them started. And whether they have the resources or not to pay for coaching, we have some solutions for them. And our heart is to serve them and to make sure that they have the information so that they can go to the next level. And then beyond that, they can continue down the path. So it really is a passion of mine to really kind of break the code for people. And maybe some of my big time coaches, friends wouldn't like that we're giving away the goods, but hey, you know what? Not everybody's going to use it anyway. So let's give it to them. And the people that want to work towards their business, they will not have a reason why they can't succeed.
Blame it on me, because I love giving away stuff. Okay. You give value and you get that back in return eventually. It's like a seed that you plant right in the middle of nowhere. And then all of a sudden you see a forest that just grew. So take the 50. Okay. So we have, that you just mentioned it. We have this 50-50 challenge. What is that 50-50 challenge? Well, that 50-50 challenge, if you go to no result, no cost and book your 50-50 challenge, is where we're going to uncover or we're going to discover a way for you to make $50,000 this year alone. An extra $50,000. It costs you zero, guys. Zero, zero, zero. Costs you nothing. This is not a catch 21. This is not a nothing. I'm gifting it to you because number one, I love you and appreciate you. I'm a business owner myself. I know the struggles, and sometimes we just got to get some stuff for free. So at a minimum, you take my 50-50 challenge, and I guarantee you that I will find you $50,000 in less than 50 minutes. Okay, that's the 50-50 challenge. So don't get scared that you're going to have to go run mountains or hike or anything like that. 50-50 challenge is where I find you $50,000 to make this year alone in less than 50 minutes. Now, after that, what does it look like? Well, hey, you can do it yourself, or you can hire me to help you get to that $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $1 million. The goal is to help every mid-sized business that's maybe, anywhere from $25,000 a year to maybe $500,000 a year. My goal is to make you $1 million business. So that comes with taking the 50-50 challenge. Now, Mark, let's talk about a little bit of the why. I know you're a why coach. I know that. Okay. That's why we get along so good, is because we speak a different level of language. But tell me a little bit about that. So I have Alex Catano. Let me just put the comment. He's a little entrepreneur himself. He has a podcast, and he says he never thought of it like that. The why is so important, and you make a great point. Well, I thought that the why was great. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up and make a light out of it is because in my financial services business, we always talk about, why are you doing this? Why is there sleepless nights? Why do you put so much effort into growing your financial services industry? And they tell you, hey, think of, do you want to support your elderly parents? Do you want to, buy a house for your daughter when she turns 18? So they make you think of it. But I never really thought about the why of an actual business owner, the day-to-day, the ones that go out there, open up restaurants, coffee shops, dance studios, that kind of thing. Tell us a little bit about this why, how you coach people into uncovering their why, and why is it so important to correlate with our no result, no cost proposition?
Sure. It all starts with your why. It's the first essential step to understanding yourself and why you do what you do. And then once you can really find what it is that you do, you make every decision based on your why. And the next level is to find out what your why OS is, which is your operating system. And that's your why, your how, and your what. So the first step is to find out what your why is. There's 9 whys. Your contribute, Sonia's contribute, I'm contribute. That's why we can talk the same language. We're on the same page because we want to give back. And there's a lot of different whys. There's a why that is to the right way is a why. My wife is a right way, right? Everything's got to be the right way. And it's usually her way, by the way, but it's the right way.
Or the highway. Or the highway.
But it's a different why, right? We all have different whys. There's a why of mastery. Some people just want to know everything about something. That's not us, right? We want to work on the 20% of things that's going to give us 80% of the results and get them as fast as we can for our clients. So it's important to know your why. It's important to know your how and your what. And then there's a business why. Once you know your YOS, how you're designed, you can build your business around that OS so that you're never really truly feeling like you're working. You're always doing what you were meant to do. And that's really why it's important to understand your why. And so I do have, I did put a landing page together on my website, and it's mywhycoach.com. why.com. So anybody can go there. And the why assessment's $49. That's going to give you your why, and you're going to get a report on it. And then there's a YOS, which I'll personally walk somebody through. And then there's the business why, which, we'll have to take a look at that as the next step. But first, you got to know what your why is. So that's really what a why coach is all about. It's about helping them helping our clients identify why they're really here, and how do we capture that and use their uniqueness so that they can walk in power, clarity, and just really be able to make the life that they want.
Yes. So my why, so I took that assessment, right? And my why was
contribute, the same as mine.
Yeah. I was going to say contribution, but I knew that wasn't the word. My why is to contribute. And even though I kind of already know that, it gave me this report, Mark, that was totally like, oh my God. It actually, when I watched the report, it helped me make a decision right there on something that I was borderline on. So it helped me realize, hey, that is you. They compare me to Mother Teresa. And it's so funny because I always talk about, hey, I'm no Mother Teresa. I got kids to raise. Right? Yeah. But it's true. I am Mother Teresa. I do feel like giving value to the world is so important. And the people that really know me, the people inside my circle, okay, not watching my circle, but inside my circle, know that I will not eat for days if I see you hungry, that I will, shiver in the cold to give you my sweater if I see that you're cold. But at the end of the day, it puts that perspective of who you are and how you want your business to continue to move forward. So having a system like this in place for me, with the no results, no cost, with the 50-50 challenge, those kind of things to me are so important, because I'm not asking you to pay me to show you how to make profits. When's the last time somebody came to me and told me, Faride, I'm going to walk you hand in hand through on how to make $50,000 this year, and I want nothing in return? Right? It's unheard of. So your why will determine and give you that peace of mind that what you've been doing, that others will call wasting time, or you're too good. You need to learn how to say no. You need to prioritize. These are all the things we hear from our dream killers, right? From our dream takers. But at the end of the day, there is a bigger mountain I'm trying to conquer. And the first thing starts by giving this value that is unpredictable, unheard of. Now, how am I going to be able to do this? Is I want you to talk a little bit, take a minute or two to tell me our state-of-the-art software in our profit acceleration software that we're utilizing to uncover this. How does this software help me help my businesses that I coach?
Well, I've been in the coaching realm for about 6 years now, and I've never seen anything like it, especially for a newer coach coming in to implement a system. It's step by step. It doesn't just give you the answers, but it gives you the answers in the right order, because you could do a lot of things, right? Go run a bunch of Facebook ads and see how that works. If you don't have your core customer identified, it doesn't matter. If you don't have your core messaging identified, it doesn't matter. So what Faride is referring to is that the software will actually walk you through. The Jumpstart 12 is 12 areas that we know is that 20% that's going to make the 80% difference. You don't need to do all 12 of those. If you just get a little bit better in each of those 12, you're going to have so much momentum that you're going to grow the business beyond what you ever thought was possible. So it's just about making the little increments. And we talk about 3-5%, right? We're not looking at, people will tell us, if I got a market dominating position and everyone in my company knew what it was, when they answered the phone, everyone knew, that would change my business. I'd do 50% more business. Well, we don't even let them give us a 50% number. We say, well, let's take it down to 5. Oh, well, why'd you go with 5? Well, let's just be conservative. We do a little 3 to 5 in each of those areas over the next 12 months. your business will be completely transformed. So what's great about the software is that it just doesn't give us the answers, but it does give us the answers in the right order, based on the biggest impact that you can have.
Correct. And I love that, because we're going to go back to the initial 30 seconds of our conversation. If you don't have a system in place, you're kind of blindfolded doing what you love doing. Because I guarantee you, if you own a restaurant, it's because you love cooking, you love people. But if you don't have a system in place, it doesn't matter how successful. You could be selling $500,000 a day, but eventually that's going to explode in a wrong way. There's going to be a dynamite explosion that's going to burn everything down, and all your hard work would be ruined. But instead, you get something like this in place, right, in your business. It should actually be like enforced, right? Kind of like when you go buy a home and they say, hey, before we can give you the home, you have to have homeowners insurance. You have to have fire insurance, right? Earthquake insurance, whatever it is, flood insurance, whatever area you are. That's preventing, because you know that if you have it in place and something was to happen, that you will be covered. Well, this should be enforced. It should be to where we want to take your business to blast through. Okay, that is why my book is called Business Blast Breakthrough, where I find business owners $50,000 in less than 50 minutes just by plugging in our algorithms. And hey, this is a state-of-the-art technology that was created for you to use. So if the technology is there, use it. And I'm being the vehicle. I am, the Lord put me in front of this vehicle for me to be the way for you to get a hold of this. So I hope that you really, if you're watching and you're a business owner, that you really take advantage of this. I'm going to be offering free consultations. So you pay me nothing. Okay, maybe you can buy me a soda or a drink. Okay, or a cup of coffee. That's what you're going to pay if I give you this free consultation. But Business Blast Breakthrough, what can people look forward to on my book, Mark?
Well, you're going to find a lot of what's in our software is the strategies and techniques that are going to make the most difference for a small business owner. And the key is the small business owner, what this does, you mentioned that it should be required, right? Looking good on that book. It should be required to have this knowledge, because what happens, a lot of families, they get torn up. Their business is their family. And if their business fails, their family fails. So really, it should be, there's no training for a business owner. You want to start a business, you're a baker, go open up a bakery. There's no roadmap for you. This is going to give you the roadmap. The book is going to give you ways to generate revenue now. But really, the system of being able to duplicate that again, the knowledge that you'll have is not just that you're going to get money now, but you're going to be able to repeat it. That's what a franchise model does for you. That's why McDonald's, they can bring a kid in tomorrow and they can still make the burger the same way, because they have systems in place. And what most entrepreneurs lack is a system. So these are systems to grow your revenue and your profits, which everybody wants at this level. That's a small to mid-sized business, under $1 million of revenue, even under probably 5 million. But what they need is systems to be able to repeat it. Not just one big deal. They had a great conversation with somebody, give them a lot of business, but they have a system to repeat it over and over and over again, and even in a different business models.
That's right. And if you're a coach, if you are some type of coach, life coach, sex coach, psychology coach, I don't care what kind of coach you are, and you're looking to step up your game, are you taking any more people?
Yeah, we've got 3 spots left for this next probably 3 to 6 months. We have 3 positions left. And really, we're finding that we're having a lot of success with CPAs, right? You think a CPA has got a bunch of business clients. He or she's just doing the tax returns, maybe some bookkeeping. But if they were able to find money for them, we see a lot of CPAs wanting to join and go through the training that you went through, financial advisors as well. If a financial advisor could find the money that the business owner says he doesn't have to give them, then all of a sudden that they can start protecting their other assets. So really, if you're already a business coach, and you don't have a system, this is a no-brainer. If you want to be a business coach or add a level of service to your existing business, this could be a great opportunity as well. And so we are looking for also the right people, not just anybody. We want to make sure that we bring the right people that have the right servant attitude and a heart for others, because it's really about the Better Way Coach mantra is to reach those 10,000 business owners. We're not going to do that if somebody comes in and is only in it for the money. So we want to make sure that they're in it for the
This is VIP next level. These are serious coaches like myself that just want to take the value of what you offer to the next level. If you're not in that space, don't even bother him, because he'll kill me, because I just gave away his website, betterwaycoach.com/coach. So that's the secret. That's how I booked my appointment with him and got it all going. So sorry, Mark, but I'm promoting you because I love you. I respect you as a business coach. You've definitely opened up the doors for me and the entire circle of clients that I service and I will be serviced in the future. And thank you for coming out here and letting people know I'm not just bluffing you guys. You know, my certification has cost me sleepless nights of studying and going through quizzes and going through the certification, because I want to be of value to you. So give me the opportunity to work with you in your business. You're not going to regret it, because it's something that I've done myself. And get your free book, because if you're watching, I don't care if you're live or you're going to watch it in a repeat episode, you need to get your book. Let me know that you saw this show and that you met my coach, okay? Secrets. I don't really expose my personal things of what I do, but today this was so worth it for me. Thank you so much. It's the end of the show, Mark. In closing, would you like to tell our audience anything you want to say?
No, it's been a pleasure being with you. This is the first lunch with Faride, but hopefully we'll have more in the future. And there is going to be, we're rolling out a group coaching platform as well. That'll be coming out in the next quarter, so that you can get maybe 10 like-minded business owners into a group platform, whether virtually or in person. So Faride will have the ability, and she's going to use the same tools, the techniques, everything is built out. That's what happens when you buy into a world-class organization. They've done the work. They know what works. Reach out to Faride. She wants to serve you, and I'm just proud to be affiliated with you, Faride. So thank you. And thank you, Sonia, if you're still on, for the reintroduction and getting us back together.
Yes, well, she's saying amazing duo right there. So she's giving us her blessing. Awesome. We love you, Sonia. We miss you, and we want to see you on our next live. Now, I want to propose something to you, Mark. Okay. Let's see. On air. So, I love my audience of Lunch with Faride. I think they're the best audience in the world. They come on here, my Jezebels, my Alex Catanos, and everybody. You know, I have a few others that couldn't make it today, but, you know, Joe, if you're listening, Frank, all of you, okay? I want to do this. Once a month, I want to bring business coaching on the screen. Okay, live. We go live. We go raw. We go and address issues that we see out in the field. So I would love to invite you once a month to participate in Lunch with Faride as my co-host. And we'll invite people like Joe. We'll invite people like other business coaches and mentors and trainers to tell us what it is that their businesses face, and you and I will solve and answer all their questions. What do you think? Do you accept my invitation? Yeah,
I do accept your invitation, and you didn't mention that before we got on, so I am accepting live, and it's now recorded. So now you got me. But I would love to be able to help out in any way that I can, and not just you, but also the people you serve. So yeah, just get me the calendar, let me know when, and we'll put it together.
Awesome. All right, guys, go to noresultnocost.com, book your free consultation or get your free book. I love you. Thank you for participating today. And we will see you next Monday with another great episode of Lunch with Faride. Have a great week.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way. Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way.